Yo everyone, and Indo here, and we are doing some Black Ops 2 Ghost, and let's get going. We're doing some multiplayer. I know you guys like that, so let's get going. Let me just adjust it.
At times I thought, what the hell am I doing here? And then I thought...
Yeah, if you hear the TV in the background, that's and I'll try to make it so you can't hear her. I mean the TV. Hopefully you don't hear it. So let's get going. Oh crap. One sec, guys. What the hell, I'll play it.
Such a wide variety of people from 16 to 89.
Move.
So it's great to get
I want to go on a killing spree.
Stories. It's fantastic to see them.
What the hell?
Battling their own
abilities,
their own fears, and overcoming them, and becoming better people for it.
In the end, the Lord Nelson has to pull out of the two ships race because of a problem with the mast.
Oh, stop sniping me! Fine, if you're gonna snipe, I'm gonna snipe.
Do some homework. Richard Jones, ITV News, New Zealand.
Oh, come on. Snipe time.
I like how he still has to do his homework. You were quite jealous of that, weren't you? You would have loved that.
Lovely weather in New Zealand. What about here?
That was good.
There's a bunch of people in there. Nigga!
Whether you prefer it hot or mild, Bars Indian Restaurants, sponsors of ITV Yorkshire Weather.
Hello again. So, to summarise, some very strong winds around on Thursday, gale force winds, and then the cold air digs in for a short time on Friday. But things are much quieter for this evening and overnight tonight. We've had this cloud feeding in from the southwest during today, but those clearer skies are going to edge in during the course of tomorrow. It starts off dry overnight tonight, but that cloud will thicken up on a weak cold front, and that will produce outbreaks of rain in the early hours of the morning. Almost anywhere, but especially in the western region up towards the Pennines. It's not a cold night, the overnight low. Celsius there tomorrow sometimes. It's up at 8:05. It's down again at 3:48 tomorrow afternoon. So tomorrow morning everything starts off with that cloud, but fairly smartly that will push away southwards, allowing these much brighter, much clearer conditions to move in from the north. So a much brighter day tomorrow. We'll all see some nice spells of sunshine and top temperatures around 6 Celsius. In a moderate westerly wind, but tomorrow night into Thursday that wind really does increase.
I'm terrible on this map.
Warning out. A cold night on Thursday night, a cold day on Friday, with 1 or 2 isolated snow showers.
Oh, come on! I hate this map, the worst map.
John, that's it from us. Our next
Mortal.
The national and international stories are coming up next with Alice Stewart and Mary Nightingale.
Yes, but for now, from the team here on Calendar, thanks for watching. Have a great evening.
Oh, come on. Stop killing me. I don't like it. It's annoying. No, I just placed it.
She too was going to die.
I hate you. You killed my Satcom.
Rigby rushed her car. She was sure he was going to kill her. Other officers intervened to shoot and wound both the accused and deny murder.
So tonight, RBS apologises for its massive computing.
Oh, crap!
It's a London investment.
Young and old
Okay,
remembers its dead as one of its favourite sons and his condolences.
And the Paris, rare pictures of the future Queen and her sister. 2 years ago.
He knows I'm here.
Friendly SATCOM active. SATCOM ready.
Grim Reaper thing.
This is ITV News at 6:30 with Alistair Stewart and Mary Nightingale.
AM strike incoming.
Oh crap, get down!
Rigby lay dead in the street. A knife wielding
This is what happens when what the Grim Reaper does. Get down!
She was convinced she was going to die.
kill everyone.
The trial of Michael Adebolajo and Michael Adebowale also heard from a woman who witnessed the alleged attack. Our UK editor Lucy Manning's report has distressing evidence and pictures from the start.
I'm gonna go and change my
Knives
class.
and a gun in their hands, Michael Adebolajo and Michael Adebowale wait for the police to arrive. This is the dramatic moment they run at the car carrying armed officers and police shoot them. One of the men, Michael Adebolajo, falls to the floor. Police officers told the jury he'd rushed at them with a meat cleaver. 3 officers, guns pointing, as the other suspect, Michael Adebowale, runs down, gun in hand. To
Yes,
confront them.
everyone knows.
He is also
Shut up.
shot and falls to the floor. Both men lie injured on the ground. 2 of the armed officers telling the court about the split-second decisions they had to make. In graphic mobile phone footage shown in court, as the men run at the police car, 8 shots can be heard in an incident that
What's that,
lasted
guys?
seconds.
I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back.
A female firearms officer known as D49 leapt out of the driver's seat, struggling to get her weapon. She described how she feared for her life. She
Let's
is the
do
third
this.
officer on the right. She said, "I saw a black male running at me, waving both his hands in the air in a chopping motion. In his right hand I saw what I call a meat cleaver or a machete. I instantly thought, he's going to kill me. I went to draw my
What the
gun.
hell?
It was a split-second decision to draw my taser."
The female
That was an
officer said,
epic
"I could see
shot."
the look in the suspect's eyes. They were so wide I could see the whites of his eyes. She then said she saw the other suspect and thought, oh my God, he's going to shoot me. She then heard shots and said, I ducked as I thought he had shot me.
It was her colleagues, though, who had fired, and as soon as they had checked the men for weapons, they started giving them first aid. "It's our duty to save lives, no matter who they are," said one of the officers. Before the shooting, other witnesses described the 2 suspects looking proud of what they'd done, smirking, and then hearing Michael Adebolajo talk about religion.
Must fight them if they fight us. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I apologise that women had to witness this today, but in our land, our women have to see the same. You people will never be safe. And who's your government? They don't care about you.
One of those women who witnessed it, grandmother Tina Nimmo, sobbed in the witness box as she said she tried to get the men to stop. She lifted up her arm to demonstrate how she saw them attacking Lee Rigby. Both defendants deny murdering the soldier. Lucy Manning, ITV News at the Old Bailey.
The Royal Bank of Scotland has admitted failing to invest properly in its computer systems for decades. It follows yesterday's
I'm gonna
IT
camp
crash, which left
right
RBS, NatWest,
And if anyone
Ulster
moves,
Bank's
I'm gonna shoot
customers
them.
unable to access their accounts on one of the busiest shopping days of the year.
As our economics editor Richard Edgar found, the apology and promise to do better may not be enough to satisfy customers who've heard it all before.
Bad news just keeps circulating around RBS Group and its subsidiaries NatWest and Ulster Bank. This time it was another
crap.
IT failure, which led to customers not being able to get cash from machines,
Where the hell did
to
that
pay
come
with
from?
debit cards, or to buy online. In Northern Ireland, Craig discovered money missing from his account.
The pay went in, but it didn't. And I wasn't able to get anything until this morning, so I wasn't able to go to the bank to do any Christmas shopping or anything.
NatWest customer Vincent McAvinney in Glasgow couldn't buy a cheap train ticket to London.
It's frustrating that, NatWest, it's the second time in a year the systems have gone down, and it's going to cost me a lot more money than it should have done to get back to London.
£900 was temporarily missing from the RBS account of Sarah from Liverpool.
It's the last straw, really. I've had enough of RBS, so I'm going to look around and find a bank that I can trust.
The new boss of the bank wouldn't talk to us today, but put out this apology. For decades, RBS failed to invest properly in its systems. It will take time, but we are investing heavily in building IT systems our customers can rely on. I'm sorry for the inconvenience we caused our customers. We know we have to do better. This is the 4th time in 2 years computer failures have led to serious problems and embarrassment for RBS customers, a point I put to the bank's head of customer services.
Our customers should be able to trust us and rely on us, and we have let them down. So clearly, we have made a mistake, we let them down. You will want to understand.
Why should they trust you now?
We are a bank that
Oh,
really
come on, I was trying to knife
cares
him.
about our customers and wants to do the right thing for them.
What's troubling for the future of RBS is that the unions think this is all the result of job cuts.
There seems to be a real continuation of
Let's go.
reorganisations, restructuring, and not really concentrating on the customer service, you know, just looking at making job cuts to make savings. And that really shows, I think, in what's happened this week, that cuts
Okay,
don't work.
guys.
RBS has gone through many changes already. On the basis of this latest fiasco, it needs more still.
Embarrassing is bad enough, but commercially potentially very dangerous.
Yes, we rely on our banks simply to work in the same way I expect our lights to flick on at the light, to switch on.
Okay, guys, we've
from the tap, so you have to be able to trust your
moved
your
up.
bank. And
Ah.
RBS customers
Oh,
have already
come on, he
seen the
sniped me.
reputation of the bank dragged through the mud with the emergency nationalisation, the various mis-selling scandals, and now for the fourth time they haven't been able to get hold of their cash. Now what must be
crap.
is how many of those customers
What the
decide, as
hell?
Sarah did in that report, that enough is
You just
enough
turned
and
around.
to
I come in
switch
and
back,
like,
because,
what the fuck?
it's much easier for them to do that nowadays. However, the problems at RBS have hit the headlines, but IT experts tell me that all of the banks have underinvested. This may well be more widespread.
Oh dear, Richard, thank you.
All 9 victims of Friday's Glasgow helicopter crash have been named tonight and their remains released to their families for burial. Among those paying their respects at the scene today was the legendary Glaswegian comedian Billy Connolly, who flew from America to do so. Yes, our Scotland correspondent, Doug Input.
That guy got pwned.
Robert Jenkins' partner was with him at the Clutha on Friday. The 61-year-old now confirmed as one of the 9 people who died. With Robert's daughter, she came back to where it happened this morning to lay flowers. Robert Jenkins from East Kilbride was a regular at the Clutha bar. Police have also named 33-year-old Colin Gibson from Ayr as the 8th victim, and the body of 57-year-old John McGarrigle from Glasgow has now been identified by his family. John McGarrigle Jr. held a vigil at the crash site all night on Friday.
Just on that barrier, even when he was in there dead, I just felt close. I just felt as if I was close to him, you know. If a miracle happened and it brought me, then I was there, you know. But
We're going on a search for the enemy.
9 people,
Where are
including
they?
3 crew members, have now been confirmed.
Whoa, that just skinned my
Friday's
face.
helicopter crash.
Ah, stop
Deputy
sniping.
Prime Minister Nick Clegg visited the scene today to speak to the men and women involved in the recovery operation and to lay flowers for those who died.
The whole country is filled with the way in which the community here in Glasgow has come together. It's a city which is united in grief and sadness, but also a city united in compassion.
The aircraft remains and evidence from the pub will in due course help determine what caused the devastating failure of Scotland's police helicopter. Among the steady stream of Glaswegians coming to lay flowers and express their grief today was the comedian Billy Connolly.
Oh, I was devastated like everyone else. It was funny sitting in New York watching it on the television and the news. And the picture of the Clutha, I thought,
While tributes are being paid to the dead, thoughts are also with the many people who 3 days on remain in hospital.
There's still work going on at the Clutha tonight to stabilise the building.
Oh,
following
come
the
on,
removal of the
stop.
helicopter yesterday. Many of the relatives that you saw coming down here to the crash site today were here not just to lay flowers. They said they wanted to be here to see where their loved one had died.
Tony Edward in Glasgow, thank you.
Oh, that was an enemy then.
The editor of the Guardian newspaper today told MPs that only 1% of the intelligence files handed to them by a US whistleblower had been published by his newspaper.
Alan Rusbridger was appearing before the Home Affairs Select Committee today. He defended using
A
the
doggy.
files leaked by the former National
Another
Security
dog.
Agency worker Edward Snowden, despite criticism from British intelligence agencies.
British school children have failed to rank amongst the top 20 in the world for the first time.
Okay, guys.
A key measure of
Move
international
up.
educational standards released
Let's do this.
says the UK has made no progress since 2006, allowing countries like Poland and Estonia to pull ahead. Political
I hear a
correspondent
dog.
Louis Vina visited one school
Oh, crap.
and those at the top of the list. What
What's more reactive according to the reactivity science?
If you can't beat them, join them. That's what inspired teachers from this Hertfordshire school to go to Shanghai earlier this year to see why they excel in maths, science and reading. So what's the answer?
One of the main differences that we found was the way they developed their teachers. So there was a real emphasis on making sure that teachers of maths were excellent mathematicians right from recruitment. So the very best graduates were going into teaching.
The OECD tested more than 500,000 15-year-olds from 65 countries. The UK was ranked 26th in maths, 23rd in reading and 21st in science. Shanghai, Singapore and Hong Kong were top in all three subjects. But why is Britain not doing better? The Education Secretary claims the fact that those being tested were mainly educated under Labour is part of the problem.
Must try harder was Michael Gove's message to schools today, but in highlighting these league tables he had another audience in mind too, the voters, believing that he can use Britain's poor performance as a stick to beat Labour.
Labour does not have a strong record to defend, and it does not have a strong policy to advance. That is why this coalition government is committed to reform, and that is why I'm afraid the honourable gentleman must do better.
I have to say I am disappointed that the Secretary of State today and in various media outings has chosen to adopt such a partisan approach. He should concentrate on the
guys, see you later. Hope you enjoyed, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and next time I'll do it in my bedroom so you won't be able to hear my bloody TV. Bye.